good afternoon, and good evening. When you have clicked on this video, these messages are meant to find you. This is for the collective. So I already have one card that is already that creation, that symphony, that what are you orchestrating by using your divine music, using certain key notes, connecting all of the elements, having this flow of continuous rhythm that is running through your subconscious, and I feel like it is coming out in your conscious. And I feel like this is music, it is creation. It's your journey, and this is, everybody has their own instruments that they play. Everyone has their own frequency. Everyone has their own style. And when it's the unfinished symphony, I feel like there has been some strings that have come loose. Maybe has set you off of a certain key that you were playing. It could have pierced into your energy field. And with the number 10 signifies a completion, but also a new beginning. It's turning the page. It's turning the page to something that you feel like you already have completed. I feel this energy of the show must go on. You're getting these downloads, you're getting certain realignments. It's a repair in the unfinished journey. It's the repair along the way. This song that has been written it never truly leaves you. It never truly stops playing. I feel when it goes out of tune in the energy field, it goes out of tune to make you aware of something. It makes you acknowledge. Makes you acknowledge that there is a broken, chord. If you feel like that things aren't flowing right now, I feel there is more to be written. There's more to be put together. I'm really getting, it was your time to play a solo. So you may feel an uncomfortable feeling. You may feel solitude. You may feel uneasy and unsure where to go next, where to so if all the music and all the band stops playing, this is your time to shine. This is your time to stand out, be bold, not fade in with the rest of the music. This is where you're set off in a different, not direction, but I feel like this is a fated event, because number 10 is also like the Wheel of Fortune. So luck's on your side. This is where it's a blank page that you write the lyrics. You sing from your heart. And the symphony is the story of the untold. A unique song, a unique tune that only you can sing. So this could be something that you need to speak up about. This could be something that is necessary parts that we all have our own solos, our own script to write at a certain point. This is a reminder that what feels like an ending is actually a beginning. This could feel like a big shift. A big shift is taking you beyond what you're used to. And I feel like that's where there is more to be written outside of the script. Where the tune needs a little bit of upgrading. And I feel like that's where you come in. This is where I feel like it takes off into a different beat. And I feel like it may have felt like, even if there was a symphony where everybody had their role, everybody had their part to play, everybody had their sheet of paper to follow, and it all blended very beautifully. I feel like that's like the collective. But this is where the part of you that shapes the future by intention, by your charisma, by the beauty that all of you have to sing. So this is out of the ordinary. This is out of what has been practiced, what has been memorized, and what has been perfected. There's needed growth. There needs to be authenticity. There needs to be all of the different aspects of people that each individual brings, and each individual brings, which makes it so beautiful. Because not everything is the same. Not everybody has their own style of song. Not everyone has their own story to sing about. And this really gets in touch with your artistic side, breaking out of feeling like needing to hide the things that are so different and so make you who you are. And that's this unfinished symphony, is the show must go on. But once the cameras are turned off and the show is done filming, this is the universe wanting you to tap into your frequency, shifting your energy, shifting the way you look at things, the way you see the world. And I feel like this is wanting less of a logical and more of a creative space. Because a song can be written and it can go on, the same verse. But the part that's unfinished, and I'm seeing un as one, but it's actually un, which is French, so it's merging out of the comfort zones and tuning into your own inner world, your own inner radio station, your own tuning your station and tuning out turning out the static. I feel like noticing certain things. I feel like almost like when everything goes quiet, there's certain things I feel like are much clearer. There is this sense of curiosity, thinking that you have perfected and learned as much as you possibly can. Yet that is just the beginning. Learning how to use the instrument, learning how to use your dials and your frequency, and learning how to adjust I feel like it's like your cells, your DNA, it's repairing. All right. So let's move on a little bit. Let's see what comes out. So we are December, I believe that December 13th today. We just saw the 12-12 yesterday, if anybody follows that. I've been really seeing the number 3s a lot. We have the horse, all right? That wild. Horses can be looked at as tameable, being tamed, but then also loving. The thing about horses is they originally, horses were not meant as pets. They were wild, running wild and free. So I feel like in the past there has been a lot of rules, a lot of structure, a lot of being told how to live, being told how to act, not to jump too high, not to go too fast, just stay in the borders, stay safe. But this energy horse, this horse spirit wants to roam free. And then we have the peacock in the current energy. Extravagant beauty. And we have the frog. Learning how to be resourceful, learning how to adapt, and discovering you are capable of more than what you thought. Like the frog has been in water its whole life. Starts off as a tadpole. Completely transforms. If you think about it, tadpole doesn't have feet. It's a fish, I believe, right? And its tail. As they get older, they lose their tail and they have these little sticky pads, which they're able to do quite a lot. They can swim, but not just swim. It's almost like a resurrection. It's a cleansing off the old and discovering when put on land, not only can they swim in water, but can also jump on land. So I feel like you're adapting to whatever life is throwing at you to discover the things that you didn't know about yourself. Things you may have thought you needed, you're actually quite capable on your own. And I feel like it's been this energy of holding back the things I feel like that maybe have made you too much. And I say too much with quotations, of course, right? Too much. And I feel like there was this time to break free of what was holding you back. This could be people pleasing. It could be even belief systems. The horse wants to be wild and free. They don't need to be tamed. They do just fine on their own. Very intelligent animals. And the peacock this is be who you are, be unique, stand out, be proud to stand out. And those things that make you unique, those things that, may be different than others, that is actually your superpower. Just needing to discover and believe in yourself and believe that when you free yourself from the everyday, blending in, playing the same song, the same rhythm, marching to the same beat. This is breaking out of those chains, breaking out and not being reckless, but showing up to the world as, hey, these are my qualities. These are the things that make me unique. These are the things that are gifts. And that is discovering that you can have the best of both worlds, right? You can be organized, and you can, do everything that needs to get done during the day, obviously. And I feel like that is that unfinished symphony. Is you may think that life is all about routine, life is about taking care of others, or just life is what it is. Feels like a Groundhog Day kind of energy. I don't know if you've ever seen that movie, Groundhog Day, kind of waking up and doing the same thing over and over. Well, I feel like this horse. The horse is very strong. You can very not durable, very reliable energy, but also has so much more to give than just to be like a workhorse or a trick pony. The peacock is a very exceptional. And why hide something that is so beautiful and something that is so vibrant, and that is this shift in energy. That's sing your own song. Why lower your frequency? Why lower your energy? Why make yourself out to be like everybody else when they do not know that that is your superpower? And I feel like people pleasing can kind of get in the way. And it's not to jeopardize your own happiness, your own song. It's like you are the conductor. Play your own music, play your own song, your own words, your own inspiration. What you have to give is your story, is your story to tell. And it's almost that accepting that about yourself brings an awareness of how many places that you can grow that may feel like you doubted yourself, right? You doubted that you could have this role, have this solo, but that's where the 10 turned into a 1. Where when one key I feel like one key, or holding on to one key your whole life will only keep you with this in the same, opening the same door. But the lessons to learn here is not to be afraid, to be who you are, not to be afraid of shining, not being afraid of, or not being afraid of overshining others. Let your light be a little bit brighter than others, even if you try to hide it. I feel like with this moon, I feel like you try to hide it, this emotional, holding on to the emotion of nurturing others feelings, but that'll keep you small. It'll keep you from really getting the opportunity of how high you can truly jump. And thinking that you need to stay in one place, or you need, like the frog needs water to survive, and if not in water, it'll die. But yet, only until it's taken out of water does it realize, I can move in a different way. I can move, maybe not as fast, maybe not swim as fast, but in a different environment, there is so much more to explore, and there's so much more. So this is like on the surface, seeing something from the surface level, and only thinking one perspective, only seeing one perspective, and never changing. And this is like, if you're in the energy of the peacock, there's nothing dull about you. Staying in the same stable, in the same fence, and it's almost like one day discovering that you can jump, and jumping over the fence. Running with the other horses. Being who you are, and not feeling ashamed of it, not feeling bad about it. Don't feel bad about it. Because most of the time, the people that try to keep you in a certain energy, keep you not wanting to outshine them, or not wanting to grow past where they are usually those who would want this the most. They just don't. It may be almost out of, well, if I can't, you can't, right? But that isn't true. We all have different gifts. We all have different, a different importance to really come together and teach each other. And it's like, instead of wishing, hey, I wish I had that hair, or hey, I wish I could sing like that. I'm really seeing this peacock kind of looking, like almost with a frown, not knowing their own gift that they have, right? That we all have something beautiful. We all have something very interesting, intriguing. It's just not going to be the same. So I feel like this is you moving outside the lines, stepping outside of that safe space, and others are actually going to want to embark on this journey as well. It brings inspiration. it turns heads. And at first it may get a negative response. But it's all about adapting what we don't know. What we haven't experienced for ourselves, it's easy to pass judgment on others. But once others have seen this free, this excitement and this sense of being wild, being the wild child, but knowing when to play, and then knowing when to play and when to work. So if you feel unsettled in an energy, it doesn't mean that run and escape. It's danger, it's something to fear. Embrace it. So we have this replenishing energy coming in. It is giving you, it's washing away the old. It's washing away the old, and it's allowing, and with this water is creation, it's motion, it's creation, but it's also, it stores information. So I feel like it's almost like on a sunny day, it's like a rain shower. It just kind of restores the earth. It's nourishing. It's nourishing the planet, it nourishes you, and it nourishes growth. So don't be afraid to leap into your talents, your whatever makes you different, makes you feel weird, makes you you. Embrace it. That is your song to add, and together, all together, all of our uniqueness, all of your authenticity, it awakens. It heals, and it nourishes the earth, and it also nourishes the roots. It gets back to the roots and how we look at each other, how we look at what it has to be normal, right? But embrace change, embrace the beauty of being wild and unpredictable. Embrace your talents, weird, quirky, whatever it is. Embrace all of it because it's beautiful, and it is what brings the vibrancy of the world. All right. The rising phoenix on the bottom. That's beautiful. Yeah. The fire could burn everything to the ground, but the ash, the earth underneath the ash actually becomes stronger. And it fuels the way we look at the world, the way we embrace each other, and the way we speak to each other, almost like vocalize. I feel it's the way we come together as a symphony, and the way we work together. Less judgment and more open, it's like open to the differences, all the differences we have. Taking steps. I feel like there's big steps, big leaps, big jumps. Standing out. And I feel like this symphony is meant to be written with your emotion, which could be fueled by your feelings, how you feel. It's good to let it out, not to hold things in. And that unfinished symphony is all about, we've all been through a journey. We've all been through challenges. We've all been through things that have changed us, the good and the bad. Take the positive out of that. Take the things that have showed you examples of, hey, I never saw that before. Different ways to see things, different ways to grow, different ways to plant seeds that will, and I feel like this will expand into others, a gap. It's all about how we treat ourselves, how we treat others, how we move with good intentions. It's all a part, it all connects together. We shine lights through each other, we project off each other. And in the end, we are all on the same wavelength. We're much stronger together. Together, we stand tall, or broken apart, we fall. You have the mask, yeah. I feel like that's the ego, the mask, the clutter, what we wear to get through, not the day, but to get through judgment, get through authoritarian rules and things that just kind of like we just go with, even though it doesn't make sense. Where this is all about connecting with your frequency, connecting with your uniqueness, and we're all meant to nurture the beauty within us, our inner world. Because we're all in this world together. We're all beauty in our own way. And the mother, this is the birth of a new cycle, birthing cycles of getting back in touch with being born in a world where we see people for who they are, not who they should be, and not the mask they wear. Once you lose the mask, we are all from the same source, all here for an experience. So let's create an experience that we can evolve, we can shine a light, and we can be grateful for every day we wake up, every breath that we take, and for being grateful for who you are, not who we have all at some point pretended to be. You're born in this world to shine a light, born in this world to grow and adapt. But once adapt to, it's like adapting to things that can become uncomfortable, and then learning from them, experiencing them, becoming the student, the teacher, and then change them, right? Break out of that cycle. Break out of the design. So once you've experienced it, once you've been burnt by the fire, you won't touch the flames again. You'll learn and rise above, seeing through the smoke, cutting out the old. We have the sword and the poet. Anima mundi. That's what you give, what you get, and you get what you give. all comes back. That's the universal language of universal laws. The universe has its own rules, its own laws. What you put out there, you get back. It's definitely a spiritual message to embrace all, not to change the things about yourself that make you unique, but maybe that you don't like about yourself because that's what other people have told you, those who wear masks, those who are too afraid to be who they are, will tell others who are not afraid. But that is the fear in them. The sword. The sword can be sharp, can be so sharp it cuts, but it can also be truth. You hold your sword and do not use it. You learn that the only person that can destroy yourself is yourself. So see through the mask, see through, cut the cord. Cut the cord of the normal society, the norm for living in society. This is like breaking the curse, breaking the spell. Look at all the crows, the transformation, the change, the unspoken words. It's cracking open everything that hasn't been told and has been kind of ashamed and put away, forced to wear a mask, afraid of the truth, afraid of what the mask may expose if you take it off. And get back to those delicate places that we all come from, a spiritual place. We're born into this world. Here with a purpose. And I feel like that purpose is to break the design. Break the design, the shield, the mask, and free yourself. All right, and this is, oh wow, this card, Anima Mundi, is actually the last card in the deck. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. Wow. All right, so if you want to take a picture of it, this would be the soul of the world, all that is. Beautiful. The principle, accept all, reject none. Simply put, it is the living soul of the world in all its multifaceted, multidimensional layers, bonded together by loving cosmic forces. Diversity is celebrated, multiplicity is honored, and nothing is denied embrace. So constructs of separation dissipate into the wonderful mess of shared consciousness. It's the link between the literal and the imaginal, the rational and the mythic. It is the connective fiber that makes life meaningful. So this card, it indicates that initiation on the level of the soul is taking place. You will awaken the unique light within and witness how this light contributes to the radiance of the entire universe. You will sense yourself as a critical note in the cosmic orchestra. No way. I love that. Oh my gosh. The York Unfinished Symphony. Wow. Sorry, my lighting's horrible. be a better lighting situation soon. You will awaken the unique light within and witness how this light contributes to the radiance of the entire universe. Sense yourself as a critical note in the cosmic orchestra. Destiny is altered as you hear the enchanted melody of all living things. Wow, okay, that's amazing. The soul of the world, all that is. Tending to the details of life, yeah. Putting your own words, your own symphony, your own unique, playing your own unique part in the symphony, your solo. Awaken the unique light within and how it contributes to the radiance of the universe. Oh my God, it's so beautiful. So jump out of the norm, run wild and free with how beautiful and unique you can be. Don't just swim when you can jump as well. Why stay in the ocean? Why stay in the ocean when you can jump on the land as well? Why stay in one place when you can explore everything? It's almost like discovering something, a whole other piece of yourself that you didn't know you had. And all these abilities. So I feel like your abilities, your gifts are really coming out right now as the more authentic you are to yourself and not an image. I feel like the more you allow yourself to stand out on who you are, your gifts will also keep surfacing. All right, so this is the energy behind the world. Think of yourself as a universal unity, completeness, and embrace all that life has to give. This energy is available anytime, anywhere, to anyone, day or night, rich or poor. It is a process of unveiling our resistance to its love. Oh, so the things that you may not have liked about yourself, because maybe somebody along the way told you it was weird or different. This is your time to resurface and shine. Allow yourself to wipe off the old and as like the rain comes down and washes away the old. It allows this new fresh energy to come in. And I feel like it's like you can jump higher, you're lighter, you don't have all this baggage. So in your place of learning about yourself, don't forget how amazing you are, how beautiful. And be grateful that you no longer have to wear a mask. For some people, all they have is the mask because they don't know who they are. Where you are beautiful and you radiate such a beautiful energy that others may want to dull your magic. But don't allow that. Don't allow that. Know that you are exactly how you're meant to be. And your uniqueness is definitely needed in this world, all right? So rise above. Even been burnt thousands of times, you still come back stronger than all. Stronger than before. Till next time, stay beautiful, stay wonderful, and stay you. Bye.